Hey there, it's Mark from Men Who Bullet. Thanks for joining me today on the PicSite YouTube channel, where we're going to be using the Zinnia digital planning app to create a really cool weekly spread. Now in this series, we've got two different types of videos for you. Here on this channel, we'll be utilizing Zinnia and creating a digital planning spread that you can use for yourself inside of your own journal. And then over on my main YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/menwhobullet, we create a very similar one utilizing a traditional bullet journal, notebook, paper, pen, stationery, and things along that line. What I really love about Zinnia is that there is so much content built right inside of this app. And if you aren't a fan of pieces of paper scraps and pencils and scissors and glue and all of that to create your spreads, a lot of this is already built in. And all of the content that we'll be using today is already available inside of the app. And I'm not very familiar with, I'm familiar with travel journals and things like that, and using ephemera and memories for things like that. I'm aware of it, but I usually don't do a lot of it myself. So I thought, what a great way to explore that for myself inside of this app, and I don't have to have any of the extra paper laying around to try to make this happen. So what we're going to do today is utilize some really cool pieces, stickers, and other type of text tools that we can add right inside of the app and create a really cool ephemera memory keeping type spread. So let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing I'm going to do is just head over into the studio and check out the ephemera stickers that exist here. There are a lot of really cool ones that exist inside of Zinnia already. Buttons, and we've got even just a ephemera inside of ephemera. It's an ephemera inception inside of here, luggage tags, stamps, postage stamp stickers, wax seals. So we'll be utilizing a lot of the items that are inside of here. So let's go ahead into journals, and I'm going to tap on new journal with a basic page and a dot grid. And we're going to click continue. One of the things I'm actually going to do now that I'm thinking about it is go down into our ellipses here and into page settings. And I'm gonna pick just this little bit of an off color here to give it a little bit of a different background. We do everything else in white all the time, and to give this a little bit of a classic feel, I'm just going to use a slightly tinted page. So let's go ahead and build out our basic page here. So what I'm going to do is I'll have a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then a weekend space here. And what I'll do here at the top is give the entire page a header, and then over here we'll keep room for notes. So I'm gonna tap on the studio icon here in the top left. We'll tap on stickers, and let's go back down into that ephemera section. So the first thing is I'll start with the header of the page. I actually am gonna pick out one of these tickets. I think these look cool. And what I'm gonna do here is customize it a little bit. One of my favorite things to do inside of Zinnia is actually draw over some of the items that are already here to make it work for what I need. So I really like the way that this ticket looks, but I'm gonna get rid of some of these sections here to customize it for our November weekly. We'll do that in just a minute though. So we'll lay that out here. Let's go ahead and find some of the other pieces we can use. Let's go with this stamp frame right here. So let's get out 6 of those. We'll have 5 for the days of the week, and then 1 for the weekend. So because I have them all stacked, I'll hold them with my lasso tool, and that way I can size them all together. So what I want to do is get 3 on the page here. Break that down like this. So now that we have them all lined up here, I'm just going to give them a little bit more space between each of them. I'm utilizing the dot grid here just a little bit just to help me out. Because things aren't going to snap exactly to where they are, it's important for me just to eyeball it. I'm just gonna make these just a tad bit smaller to give myself some space. The next thing that we'll do is we're going to find some really cool looking paper type product for the days of the week inside of here for where we'll keep our notes. So I'll go back into the studio, and for this one, I'm actually going to go down to text boxes. Inside of here, these are the really cool design text boxes that already have the text kind of pre-done inside of there. And there's an entire ephemera section inside of here. So let's check out what we have here. We've got some little note tags. We've got some of the layered pieces here. A lot to choose from. gonna tap on this one. I like this for the title tag for over here on the notes section. Ooh, let's look at this extra extra. This has a really cool feel to it. These looks like a bunch of little newspaper clippings. All right, let's try this. So this is, zoom in a little bit closer for you. So this is like a newspaper clipping here with a little push pin inside of it. And then if I tap on here, you'll see that I can put in notes and tasks and things like that as the week goes on. So I'm actually gonna go with this. I think that looks really cool. And then I'm just gonna zoom out a little bit. And then I'm just gonna paste them in here. Okay, the last thing that we're going to do is just grab a calendar from November over here. So for that, I'm actually going to go back out. And for this, I'm actually going to go down to planner icons. And we have little mini calendars inside of here. So we're still in 2020. We're gonna pop out a November one here. We'll go ahead and move that over here for size. All right, so this is all looking really good. So the first thing I'm gonna do before I get started is I'm gonna select all of these items here, and I'm going to group them, and then I'm going to lock them. And that way, as I'm working inside of here, writing in the titles and fooling around with this stamp over here, things aren't going to jostle around too much. I'll lock this as well. And then over here, I'll actually just type in notes because that's what's gonna go here. I'm not gonna hand letter that in there. And then I'm just gonna resize it just a little bit, and that gives us plenty of room for notes over here. So the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna come over here to this stamp here. So I really think it looks really cool, but I want my own feel to it. So the first thing that I'm going to do is go into my drawing tool here. We're gonna select the paint pen. I'll tap on the colors here and then use my color selector, and I'll pick out that background and tap done. I'm gonna do the same thing here for the cinema. And we'll tap done. We'll tap on the type tool here, and we are going to write in November. So November, and then we're gonna go over top of here and we're gonna type in 2020. We'll do our best to center that. So we've got November 2020. And actually, let's go ahead and match this to the background. So instead of white, we'll select the same color as that background. There we go, that feels more on point. All right, the last thing we're gonna do is just write in the titles of the days of the week here. So what I'm gonna do here is very similar. I'm going to just change the weight of this ever so slightly, keep the smoothing about where it is. For the color, I'll go down to my color picker, just pick up the color that's right here, and I'm just gonna hand letter on this with the smoothing pretty high. And then we have our entire weekly using ephemera inside of our Zinnia app. As I said, it's really great to have this app around because you don't have to worry about having any of those extra stationery materials around to create some really cool looking spreads. So that'll be everything for today. Don't forget, this is a partnership and a series that we're going to be continuing to do here on the Zinnia YouTube channel underneath PicSite. We'll be creating more content utilizing the Zinnia app. You can download the app now if you don't already have it from the Apple App Store for your iPad and get up and running in no time. So thanks again for checking out this video today. If you like today's video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. That lets us know here that you like what we're creating. And don't forget to subscribe and click that bell if you want to get notifications when new content pops up. We'll have another one of these planned with meets in the very near future. Thanks again for watching, and I'll talk to you soon. See ya.